And you take the word expert, and it's an X and a pert, okay? So if you look at an X, now we've all had one of those. Who's had one of those? Yeah. I've had a few. Yeah. I have what I call Stuart free days. Anyway, don't get me on that one. Okay, so an X is something old, past, gone. And then when you look at the English dictionary and you look at expert, it's actually, a spurt is it's a very big drip, really, that's under pressure. So I just want you to know, don't sit there and be impressed. An expert is actually, I've just been introduced onto stage as an old drip under pressure. I am passionate about being your success coach. I have a gratitude that I have this opportunity. I've seen the phenomenal impact of mind makeovers. I've seen it add millions to brands, and I've seen mind makeovers take individuals beyond anything that they ever thought was possible. Now, have you ever felt very passionate, but you tried to applaud and you've only got one hand? Now, I don't know about you, but it doesn't work well. Okay, I wrote the mind makeover. I know passion, okay? By the way, I wake up like this. I'm surprised I'm married, okay? So that energy and that passion, you cannot do it on your own. So as a success coach, I'm saying, please connect with me individually. I'm incredibly privileged to be talking to such a large group, but I want to talk to you. And I want it to be about your business. So you have got to be the other hand, and you've got to listen. I want you to connect. I'm here because I want to be your roadmap. And that's what we're going to start on. We ready to fast track? Okay, now I need to tell you what I've done. I normally present 3 chapters. I'm going to present 5. I'm doing 5 because I know your world, and you need the 5. So are we ready? Because I've got to go at speed. We're told to make over everything in our life, and that's the answer, the mind. If you look at these visuals, you and I are shown in TV and media how we can make over, be honest, look at the television programs, how to make over your home, your kitchen, your partner. We can even put you in a house so you can find love, please, okay? That's where we meet at lunchtime conversation. So we're told to make over everything, but who tells us to make over the single most important asset that you and I have? It's the one that will give you all of your success, but wait 1 minute, it will give you all of the opposite. Because it's your mind. Your mind is neutral. When you know how to work it, it will give you all of your success. I have very big visuals. Do you like them? They'll get bigger. I have a saying, think big, Sharron, or stay in bed. If you take charge of your mind, it is magical because it will give you charge of every single thing in your life. If nobody's taught us a structure of how to take charge of our mind, how are we supposed to know? So I need to ask you a question I always ask. Did you learn about the mind at school? No. Okay, so if like you, I can remember English, maths, science, yep. I can't remember Mrs. Chatsworth saying, Sharron Lowe, hurry up, you'll be late for the power of the mind. And I want you to feel that if you want to take more control for your business of your mind, I want you to embrace that and not for 1 second think, I should know this. We're not taught it through education. We're taught it as we become entrepreneurs. And I'm looking at a room of entrepreneurs. Who's been called lucky in their forever business? No, really? Come on, this is key. Yeah. I'm going to do a little bit of a role play. I'm an FBO, but I'm not as successful as you. And so I like to sort of go through life thinking people are lucky. Tell me if you relate to this. And I might say to you, but I just think you're really lucky because you're sort of quite, well, you're natural at prospecting, aren't you? No, but it's not my fault. And I mean, you're very, very lucky because of your area. Success is not a postcode. And you see, you are lucky. I know you've got a chairman's bonus check, but let's be honest, you did get in at the start. Are we being real? Let's smash luck. If you believe in luck, you say you're not in control. If you're not in control, who on earth is? This is your world. So I've done this for 40 years, not 40. Yeah, I have actually with my dad. My dad taught me this, my darling dad. What is luck? It's labor under conscious knowledge. When you work with conscious knowledge, you will be lucky. So on the first day of our life, when we're in the maternity ward, there is no magical, mystical force that drops from the sky. And it's a fairy godmother in the maternity ward. And she looks at one baby and she says, "Oh, you'll go diamond." And then she flitters her wings and she gets a bit tired and she goes, "I can't be bothered anymore, and neither will you all your life." But I stopped and I thought, I felt such immense gratitude that I had the opportunity today, that I could be with 2,000 entrepreneurs and share a message that I know would impact you and add to your success and drive your fulfillment. And it actually, it took my breath. And when you can connect to gratitude, you start your business on a real solid foundation of appreciation. What's wrong is always available, but so is what's right. And in the exercises I share with you, they're fast, they're furious, they're quick, but they're easy to get yourself programmed to work on what's right. It's very, very important to me that you get a road map. It isn't enough that I inspire you or motivate you about the mind. That's not my job. My job is to give you the how so that you can very quickly and very easily take charge of it. And when I started my own direct sales company, I wanted to open the UK as country manager. And I was told, well, to do that, you'll have to get on a flight, leave your salary, come to South Africa, live in Johannesburg, do a lecture in Soweto, not know anybody, and start a distribution network. Thank goodness I did, and I came back and I was country manager. So I know quite a bit about motivation. And two things drive us. Relate it to you. One, we're motivated by inspiration, but we're also motivated by desperation. Inspiration, desperation. And those two factors will drive your results. And I want you to trigger both, because sometimes when we're very inspired and things are, whoa, flying, everybody can relate to this. That inspiration is very motivational, but it doesn't always take you as far as you can go. Now, you can disagree with me, but this is my view on it. If you feel a desperation, that energy, and you can see I'm smiling with this, that desperation that says, I've just listened to Louisa's story, I want that. That will drive you much further, and it will drive you quicker than the inspiration. Would you agree with that? I've done far more when I'm desperate. What you think will trigger how you feel. How you feel will trigger how motivated you are. How motivated you are will trigger what you do or don't do, and what you do or don't do will become your results, and your results are your life. So when Julie said, do you think the mind's important? It's critical. The law of attraction, it's a magnet. You will pull to you what you think about. You will pull success because it's a magnet so strong and it will not miss any one of us out. Whether you think you can or whether you think you can't, you're right. I think that's probably one of the most powerful lines. I say that to myself possibly daily. Whether I believe I can achieve or whether I believe I cannot, I'm right. Your thoughts are boomerangs. Whoosh. And I've got one here because I never go anywhere without a boomerang. And I've had this in my office. That's made everybody wake up. I've had this in my office, or a boomerang, for about 25 years, because what we throw out will turn and come back to us. And Bob said this morning, I'm going to have a play with that boomerang. I said, no, you're not. Chum. It will come back as your feelings. So thought boomerangs are huge, absolutely huge. Throw out a thought and get back in action. Where does all that begin? Not in what you do, but in what you think. And then you do the doing. I've seen people achieve phenomenal results 24 hours after taking on board the power of mind makeovers, because the one shift they make is what they think about what they're doing, and they turn it into positive. Who here feels that already there's a big shift in their personal attitude to what is possible? Yeah? Fantastic. Well, no, well done you. Fantastic. You're not changing what you do, you're still making the call. You're still building your business. What you've shifted already is what you feel is possible, and also you've shifted how you feel about that. Number 3, huge, 3rd chapter, we all have an inner voice. Now, sometimes people say to me, Sharron, I don't talk to myself. We all talk to ourselves. Would you agree? Yeah. Yeah. At home, they say, you're talking to yourself again. It's actually the best conversation. And I always say the most important conversation you ever have is the one that you have with yourself. And the most important opinion in your life is the one you have of yourself. And the title is not just Mind Makeover, the answers to the best you yet. We are fabulous now. That's a mind makeover. Fabulous. And you are fabulous. You know, the Mind Makeover broke every record of press coverage. It's had 28 pages. Hello Magazine, You Magazine. Everybody told me it was impossible to get You Magazine, and they gave it 4 pages. I spoke to a group of managing directors of cosmetic companies in the UK, and I'm sharing that with you because there were 80 senior directors, men and women, in the cosmetic world. And even there, some of them at that level said, I've got the enemy voice in my head. The enemy voice doesn't always disappear because you're hugely successful. And I'm sharing that to help you. So set yourself up to win. Get your inner voice to be your best friend. What do you say when you talk to yourself? Really, this is a big question. And I want you to think about this today. Really, what do you say when you talk to yourself? Do you wake up and go in the bathroom and go, good morning, gorgeous? Yeah? Or do you wake up and go, oh, okay. Yeah. Do you think you could be a better friend to you? Yes. And I'll tell you why I'm saying yes, because you haven't heard this before. So we can always polish. What if you went through your life as your own best friend? How fantastic would that be? Your voice is an inner self-fulfilling prophecy. Do you give yourself compliments or complaints? Now, I'm going to throw in a question. And by the way, I love your energy, and I love how connected you are to this. So thank you, because I go back to clapping hands. I can't do it on my own. Do you give you and answer this to yourself? If you don't answer it to yourself, I will know, and I will find you at lunchtime. Okay. Do you give yourself compliments or complaints? And I can cover this really, really quickly. So, you have a day in your business, you're entrepreneurs, ambitious activity, things will go right. I'm an entrepreneur. Things go right, and sometimes things don't go to plan. That's the business. But it's how you manage that will get you to optimum success. So I want you to imagine this. Something doesn't go to plan, it doesn't go well. But it's not happening to you, it's happening to your very best friend. And your very best friend asks to meet you, and you meet with her or him, and they tell you that something's really knocked them, it's not their confidence, it didn't go well in the business. You are their best friend. Oh, it's a miracle. What are you like with the best friend? Would you encourage? Yes. Would you be a friend who nurtures and supports? Yes. Would you say things like, look, you tried, try again? Yes. Yeah? You have to talk to me or I think you've gone home. All right, okay. Of course you would. And then your friend at the end of the evening goes, I'm so happy you're my best friend. I feel better. Oh, but wait a minute. Wait. This same person now isn't talking to their best friend, they're talking to themselves while they're brushing their teeth before they go to bed. Well, you messed up today, Sharron Lowe. Stupid. Now, you know why we're giggling? We all relate to it. I knew that wouldn't work. Well, then you're right. So, this same person, are they being kinder to the external best friend than they are to themselves? So I need to ask you this question again. Can you be a better friend to you? Fantastic. I tell you now, if that's my one goal today, we've achieved it. Fantastic. And I'm going to show you how. Thank you. I applaud you because be your own best friend. And also, you know, I wish, don't put a wishbone where your backbone should be. You imagine boomeranging those into your forever business. I can, I will, I believe, I choose. I love that one. Listen to my intonation, I choose. And that's why you're an entrepreneur. Computer software. Run your life and your mind like you do your computer at home. Keep with me on it. It's very quick, it's very simple. You've got to switch on your mind's energy. So the first thing I'm going to say is, your mind energy, because we're together now in this fantastic energy, your mind is very positively switched on. Agreed? Right, I need to ask you a question, answer it to yourself. Last Thursday, raining, you were on your own. Did you feel the same energy as you feel here? Of course not. That's why Bob Parker and the whole philosophy of Forever, everybody I meet says success days are instrumental to your success. They're a phenomenal day. You know, I teach globally. I'm very, very impressed with your success days. They are a phenomenal support to your business. So would you agree that your energy is more switched on now than it was last Thursday? Yeah, of course. But we can't all live together. Right. Okay. Tell me how a 4-year-old wakes up. Whoa! They have been given a day of life. They are out of bed. Where's their energy? Off the roof. Where's their ability to think, I can imagine greatness today? Off the roof. Where's their physical energy? Bouncing. Now, tell me if I'm wrong, because I don't know how much you're with me on that one. Because maybe you know a 4-year-old, I don't know, maybe you know a 4-year-old that when they wake up and it's raining, and I'll be a 4-year-old, says, oh. No, don't talk to me, it's raining. You know, you're not very kind laughing. Have you any idea the journey to nursery? So you think, well, I'll cheer them up. And you say to this 4-year-old, you know, when you grow up, what do you want to be? Come on, what do you want to be when you grow up? And they go, average. I'd like to be a bit like the people I know, fine. Cosmopolitan did a whole page on, oh no, Look magazine, on the book, and they called it The Woman Smashing Fine. We're not made to be fine, we're made to be fabulous, okay? So I have a mnemonic for fine, F-I-N-E. If I say to people, how are you? And they go, I'm fine, 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 fine. F-I-N-E, I'm frustrated, insecure, neurotic, and I'm pretty exhausted. Fast track on goals because I couldn't leave it out. Use your incredible imagination to create your life. A mind makeover will turn your goals into your reality. Of course it will. If I'd started with this chapter, you wouldn't believe it as much as you do now. But now you've seen the other 4 chapters and what I've shared, do you now believe that a mind makeover will turn your goals into your reality? Yes or no? Yes. Completely. I've shared 5 power topics that will drive you, your life, your success, and your business, and you as an entrepreneur. And I started our presentation by saying, how are we supposed to learn about this magic? This is a magic moment for me because what I'm now going to say is, you just did. You just did. This is, thank you. This is your world. It's your forever business, it's your success, and it is in your hands. You have now got the power. And I'm saying this as your coach. I hope I get to meet you. I'm going to be at Knowledge is King at lunchtime. I would love to meet you. And you now have that power of the mind. You decide how far you go. You decide how fast you go. You know your greatest asset is your mind. And I am privileged and very blessed that I've been your success coach. Go fly.
Hi everybody, I'm Bob Parker. I'm the country manager for Forever Living products here in the UK. I also have responsibility for Ireland and Iceland, and we have a business that revolves around a network of self-employed, highly motivated business owners, and we're always looking for quality outside speakers that can inspire and encourage our business owners. And recently I came across a lady called Sharron Lowe. We met, I liked her energy, I loved her book, The Mind Makeover, which I read, and very many of the principles in that book resonated with myself, and I knew they would resonate with our business owners. And so recently we had the pleasure of seeing Sharron at one of our events. She spoke in front of 1,500 people in Birmingham, and she was an amazing success. She absolutely captured the audience, very many of whom have connected with me and with Sharron after the event for more information. So I would strongly encourage you to take a look at Sharron's material, and I absolutely endorse her as an international guest speaker.